Well, Matt, it is 11:19 now. Kind of comfortable out there, almost the perfect temperature this time of night. Better enjoy it while it lasts, though, because I have a feeling
this time tomorrow night will be about 8, maybe 10 degrees warmer than we are right now. Yeah. So it is quite pleasant right now. Let's take you outside. Here's a live look from our Wells Fargo Skycam. And you are looking at the full moon over the southern sky there. I love these summer moons because they don't get very high in the sky. You know, in the winter.
What's the July one called?
The buck moon.
Because
the bucks are in velvet coming out there. In fact, I saw one this weekend that was doing that out in the forest. So great to see, though. Again, when in the summer, sun high, moon low. In the winter, the opposite, sun low, moon high. So they don't get that high in the sky this time of the year. 75 degrees, so it's a warm one. Winds are out of the west, northwest. They are light, and of course, it is clear. And it was clear. And then, this is from the Dalles looking west. All that haze and color you see, courtesy of the Tunnel 5 fire over near Hood River and Underwood. This is smoke. You're looking towards that fire from our camera in the Dalles. You're looking west. So again, it is lighting up the sky with some smoke. Now, there are other fires burning around the west, mainly up in northern BC. And we picked up a little bit of haze from this perhaps, but that was about it. And any haze we get from the north will be elevated and won't see it, although our smoke model shows a little surge coming down tomorrow. We'll see if we actually end up getting that much of it. It's not visible on this satellite imagery here. Normally, if it's a big plume, we would see it. You don't see much cloud either. A little bit of stripe of low cloud along the Oregon coast, but that burned off. Hit 90 today, and yes, we will be warmer tomorrow, adding to our 90-degree day total for the year. I think we're up to about 5 or 6 so far. 97, and well, we had 5 in May, so we're probably up to about 7 or 8. 96 in the Dalles and 97 in Medford being the hot spot in Oregon this afternoon. And much of western Oregon you could consider being a hot spot tomorrow. We have a heat advisory up for everywhere in orange, including Clark County, and it extends all the way down into Northern California and across the southern tier of Oregon, too. So this is a widespread area, albeit short-lived, of hot weather that we will be dealing with. You can see the satellite imagery, clear sky. Notice this system here moving out. So on the back of this, we're getting a little bit of northerly flow, which is why some of that BC wildfire smoke has made it down into Washington. But the main pattern is here with high pressure building on in. What will happen, though, is we're going to see kind of a small and weak area of low pressure drift on down the Oregon coast, and that's going to help to change the wind pattern around and bring us cooler weather beginning Wednesday night and Thursday. But tomorrow, notice we get east winds over the Cascades and through the gorge, but it's not a big push through the valley. So this won't be a heat wave that sends us into triple digits, but we will get close. Here are the east winds again on Wednesday. Interesting little feature there, perhaps the heat low forming up. And then as that moves inland, things will begin to cool off for us. But tomorrow night, as I mentioned, it's going to be a lot warmer than it is right now. It'll be about 86 degrees at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock 82, and at this time tomorrow night we'll be running about 5 degrees warmer than we are right now. So a rare, really warm night to go outside on the 4th of July and watch the fireworks safely, of course. Okay, so here's that little area of low pressure that just sort of barely noticeable drops on down the coast Thursday and Friday, and that's what will provide us with the cooling at that time at the end of the week. It is 75, freezing level 14,100 feet. The Oregon coast warms up to about 80 up at Astoria tomorrow and Pacific City. A little bit cooler at Newport, as is usually the case. Morning fog, and that may be thick for a bit, but then partly sunny and some pretty stiff north winds in the afternoon. For the valleys, sunny and hot. 98 in Salem, 98 in Corvallis, 97 in McMinnville. It's going to be hotter in Biscuits in the valley tomorrow and on Wednesday. Sunny and warm in the Cascades, 79 at Govey, and in the 70s up at the ski areas too. So if you are camping or hiking or backpacking this weekend, make sure you take plenty of water and be careful with anything that can throw a spark. Sunny and hot, eastern Oregon should be well into the 90s in Hood River. And for the gorge, notice the east wind. I've got gusts to 30 miles an hour, but that'll be west of the fire. The strongest winds will be in the west side of the gorge. So I think the fire east winds, they shouldn't be too bad. Hot in Portland, up to about 95 tomorrow. Not a record, but the 98 on Wednesday will be. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, though, we cool back into the 80s and hopefully stay there through next week, David. So, yes, a couple of hot days as we approach record high temperatures.
Just a quick couple of hotter than biscuits type days.
Just 2.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. Still to